I have decided that my job sucks. The economy's...
I mean, this little, like, cartoon pig. Is it a pig? Bear? I don't know what that is. Talking about why it's not a pyramid scheme. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a little bit of a different video. Well, it's actually not that different, but I've never filmed anything kind of like this before. But basically, today I am going to be reading the comments from my Inteletravel video. So my Inteletravel anti-MLM PlanNet video has done really well so far. You guys seem to be really enjoying the video, saying it's helped a lot of you in deciding whether to join Inteletravel, but on the flip side, I have had a lot of comments from people within Inteletravel and PlanNet who are disagreeing with what I'm saying in the video, which is funny to me because obviously everything in the video is literally just stuff I found on the internet. I am very clear that I've never been in Inteletravel or PlanNet, and it's literally, that video is literally just stuff I found online, sorry that's my Bluetooth speaker turning off, online on either the literal Inteletravel or PlanNet website or on forums that are reputable sources for talking about income. So I'm not sure how much there is to disagree with on that front, but there have actually been some really good comments from people who are in these MLMs, so I do want to have a read of them with you guys now, and I am going to go through and send my email address to everybody in whose comments I'm reading to see if they want to get in touch with me, and possibly, fingers crossed, for the next or one of my next videos to do interviews with them talking about Inteletravel as an insider. I really obviously am very like anti the MLM structure. I don't think it's a positive place to put your money and to work. So I don't want to open up a platform for them to sell Inteletravel or PlanNet to people, but I do want to open up a discussion about like debating the topic of I don't know, maybe some of the things I obviously feel like I've got wrong and just talking about those, which I guess it could be kind of like selling it to some people if we do that, but I think more just out of like curiosity for myself, and I'm sure a lot of people as well, like it is good to get their side and hear it from their side as well. So I'm going to read through my comments on this video, and yeah, reply to them and ask if they would like to come onto or be interviewed for a video. So yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? If you are new here, I would love if you could hit the subscribe button and smash a like on the video if you're enjoying it throughout. The channel is growing like so well at the moment. It's making me so happy. And I don't know, it's just super positive that you obviously are really enjoying the content I'm putting out there at the moment. Obviously YouTube has been a massive outlet for me during lockdown and to be honest, for the past 6 years of my life. But for lockdown, it's been a great thing to have, and I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. So yeah, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. And let's get on to reading the comments, shall we? So my first comment I'm going to read is a really long one. It actually sits at the top of the video now because it's been liked by quite a few people. Oh, sorry. To start with, I probably should say, if you haven't watched the Inteletravel and PlanNet video, it would probably make sense to go and watch that video first. I'll leave it in the description down below and in a card somewhere here, because it's obviously, this video won't really make any sense unless you know loads about Inteletravel and PlanNet already. Then keep watching, but I mean, I don't know how much sense this video will make if you don't know anything about Inteletravel and PlanNet and what an MLM is. So yeah, let's get on with the first comment. This was, yeah, is sitting at the top of the video because it's a super long comment, and she's actually made some really good points in this, so I just want to go through and chat about them and address the points from my perspective. So she says, "Hi Ellen, I thought I would respond to this video to give the perspective of someone who is actively with both Inteletravel and PlanNet. You do make some good points, but not all of them are 100% accurate and have context behind them. So my first point was, I said that Inteletravel and PlanNet are the same company. It is vital to know that they are not. They are two completely separate businesses and should not be treated as such by people that join. In simple terms, Inteletravel sell travel, PlanNet sell Inteletravel. I think I do specify that in my video, that they are two different companies, but they are intrinsically linked to each other. So if you're selling travel for Inteletravel, it is obviously pushed to sell Inteletravel as well. That's what I get from talking to people. So although they aren't the same company, they are intrinsically linked. They are like linked, clearly linked together. And yeah, so yeah, no, she's right, they aren't the same company, but I think I specified they were two different companies, but they are linked. And I said the income disclosure statement was inclusive of both companies. It's not, it's only the earnings for those who PlanNet. So that the income disclosure statement I showed in that video is only the income disclosure statement for PlanNet. I can't find one for Inteletravel, but it still makes it, that doesn't really matter, it's still absolutely awful. The income disclosure statement is still, yeah, but then she goes on to defend the income disclosure statement. So following on from the income disclosure, it is also important to know that people join this business for completely different reasons. Some would be to book their own holidays and make some money back. Some would be to build a decent business for themselves. Some join expecting it to be a get-rich-quick scheme, later realise it has to be treated like a proper business and has some work attached to it and quit, and others join and not really do much with it. Obviously the income disclosure statement still has to include all types of people, so this drops the average earning quite significantly. I kind of agree with what she's saying, yeah, like there are probably people in this business who join and then never use it, and I think that's a massive issue, obviously, and that's obviously going to bring the numbers down in the income disclosure statement. But like we saw in the income disclosure statement, it's only like, was it 96% up of the company who are actually making a livable income off it anyway. And I agree with what she's saying in terms of people join thinking it's a get rich quick scheme, and honestly, from what I've seen on Instagram of people selling Inteletravel, that is exactly how it's sold. So I think it's unfair to say some people join thinking it's a get rich. Not saying this woman does in the slightest, she might be a total reputable rep, but a lot of people do sell it as a get rich quick scheme. So those people joining thinking it's a get rich quick scheme they've been lulled into that sense of security from people who are selling Inteletravel through PlanNet. So I think, although her point is completely fair, there are probably people who use this business in a lot of different ways, and obviously that's going to bring the average down. It is sold as a get rich quick scheme in many ways, and that's like a big issue I have with it. So number 4 is the business does come with proper training. In fact, it's award winning. So they have regular training with exams at the end that you need to do to legally be able to sell travel. We then get training on every single one of our suppliers, so we know how to book travel with them, use their sites and understand their booking process. And on top of that, we also have access to thousands of destinations training, so you can be a destination specialist. And again, in the video I said I didn't know what the training was, but from the fact that I think this gets stressed later, I've spoken to people who actually work in the travel industry who feel like Inteletravel was a bit of a mockery of them. So yeah, I decided I didn't know that, so there you go. You do get quite a lot of training when you join Inteletravel. And then she says, you mentioned that you only get messages from those recruiting. This would be the case as when you're expanding in network marketing, it is all about building connections with people and talking to people. When selling travel, it is more about advertising. They're both marketed in different ways. Yeah, that's fair as well. But it doesn't, like, if somebody says they don't want to join your network marketing scheme, wouldn't you then offer them the travel side of the business, or wouldn't you offer both? I really can't get my head around the fact that if you've got a travel business and you're like comfortable sliding into people's DMs to recruit them, why are you not comfortable to also be offering them travel if they're not interested in the actually selling travel themselves, if they're not interested in the business? Why would you not like offer them both options? Like, if that's the side of your business which is clearly, the travel side of your business is clearly the side of the business which makes more money, because we've seen the income disclosure statements, why would you not offer them both options, because although yes, you want to build your team and you want to build your downline, because that's, you're going to earn from them as well, the travel side of the business is clearly the one that makes more money from what I'm getting from, if the PlanNet marketing income disclosure statement is correct, nobody does it for PlanNet money, they'd be doing it for the Inteletravel money. So why would you not push that side of the business? That's just a question. Like, why would you not push the travel side of the business over pushing, I know you have to grow your team too because you earn money from them as well, but why would you not push both sides? That's just a question. And then she said, you made it sound like selling a £3,000 cruise is hard. Although it does take some work for both marketing and organising, it's very achievable. The average cost of a family holiday for four is around £4,792. Where's that? I'd love to know where that statistic comes from. That sounds like a lot of money to me. That might be me saying that based on the way I travel, because obviously that's the amount of money I spent on 4 months in Asia, but I am not a family of 4, so everyone travels differently and I need to remember that too. And she said, just finally, you did mention somewhere about the pricing of our holiday / travel. We obviously cannot claim that we are cheaper than everywhere else, as it would be unrealistic to do so, but we are very competitive due to the fact we work with over 40 suppliers, including some big household names. And yeah, I have no idea if they're cheaper than other people, because I've never used it to book and probably will never use it to book. So yeah, I actually think this whole comment's really, like, she's giving some really like good information. It's not just one of those like shut me down comments. He's actually giving me some like really good information. If I was gonna talk to anybody about Inteletravel, this is the person I would want to talk to, because it's a really good comment. And she's quite clear. So her last bit is, I do want to make it very clear this is not a get rich quick scheme and does require time and effort to make money, as would any other business. I hope this helps anyone that's thinking or has thought about joining us. And I think that is the big statement from this is, I don't hate Inteletravel in the slightest. I think if you're treating it like a business, you probably could make a really good business out of it. I hate the MLM structure that comes with PlanNet. I think that really like preys on vulnerable people, but if you are using Inteletravel to book travel purely, you're not like building your downline until you've made a truly reputable business, then like good on you, I guess. The way they call themselves independent travel agents, that doesn't sit great with me, because you're not an independent travel agent. If Inteletravel went into administration, which I would love to know how they're doing considering the current situation in the world, I would love to know how they're doing, but you would lose your job because you're agent through Inteletravel. So you could keep obviously booking, but you would have to build up all those connections that you've got through using the Inteletravel, what do they call it, back office. So you're not independent, you're a travel agent through Inteletravel. And also I think a big part of this not sitting well with me at the moment is because of, I know people that work, like a lot of people that work in the travel industry, everybody's on furlough. Like, the travel industry is having a really hard time at the moment, whether that's as a travel blogger, as an air steward, as an actual travel agent, not like an actual travel agent. Like, this is not the time to be getting into a travel business. Like, the travel industry is not doing well at the moment. And then I've got another big question, which I'm kind of pulling together my questions for if these people do want to talk to me, is how many people book for Inteletravel that aren't these people's, like, either themselves or their friends and family. I would love to know if you have ever booked for Inteletravel, just as being like, instead of booking it yourself or going through like Thomas Cook or I don't know, any of those other kind of travel companies, have you ever reached for an independent travel agent or like someone who uses Inteletravel? I would just be interested to know if you've ever gone that way with it. But yeah, I think this is a really good comment. Like she says, it's not a get rich quick scheme, and you've got to treat it like a normal business. So I think, again, another point is with these girls who sell it as a kind of side hustle you can do on the side of your you know, beautiful life you're living in Hawaii or whatever. It's not. It's you have to treat it like you would treat any other business and work very hard at it to make it work. So yeah, let's get on to the next comment, shall we? So I do have a comment here. This is actually not from somebody in Inteletravel, but I just thought the comment was really good. She's basically said she gets tens of messages every day, as do I still, even though I make this kind of content. And if the business really worked, they wouldn't have to push so hard to recruit people. I think that's like a really good point as well. Like, if this was an amazing business venture, people would be all over it, wouldn't they? It wouldn't be kind of having to get in people's DMs. Okay, so I've got a comment here that says, thank you for the video. This was a really nice comment as well. I'm definitely going to message her. She said, I watched with interest and felt a lot in common with what you were saying. I would love to do a video of you to discuss it as you did offer the opportunity. I am an agent of Inteletravel and have not made any money yet. I feel a video with us speaking from a more rounded view rather than down and down view would make great viewing and help everybody. And yeah, I agree with her. And then I've just gone back and said I'd like to do a video together. And she's given me her Instagram to connect. And then somebody's commented saying, how long have you guys been working with the company and haven't been making any money? So she's just signed up for it 2 weeks ago, and they say you get paid 30 to 60 days after the trip has happened. Oh, that's interesting. 30 to 60 days after the trip has happened, you get paid. So we're not traveling at all at the moment. Nobody's going on a cruise, no one's going to Disneyland, no one's traveling at the moment, but you get paid 30 to 60, so 1 to 2 months after the trip has happened. We don't know when we're going to be traveling again. Now is not the time to be joining Inteletravel. That has just made it so unbelievably clear. Like, we are not traveling at the moment due to the current world situation, and you don't get paid you will get paid 1 to 2 months after you've booked travel. So even if people are booking travel with you now, you're not going to get paid for months and months. So yeah, there you go. That's an interesting thing, because we don't know what's going on, do we? Has commented saying, this is eye-opening. It all sounds rosy and perfect, but really isn't. I'm so thankful for this video. Thank you. I've been researching and I had my head spinning. Your video answered it all. I actually wanted to join, in brackets, I will admit, but something was not sitting right with me, and I said exactly what you said. It sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. And someone has replied to their comment saying, hi, please don't take this in a negative way. I read your comment, and what you said is exactly how I felt about 3 years ago when I heard about this company. After looking at hundreds of YouTube videos, reading articles on different companies and doing research, I was still skeptical. That's not how you should feel when you're joining a company. However, I thought about it a little deeper and spoke to a rep, and in April this year I joined Inteletravel. I am only focusing on the travel part, not the marketing part. So you do have the option to just sell travel. You don't have to recruit. Plus you have 3 guarantees. If it doesn't work in 30 days or 12 months, you can get your money back. And then she says, sorry for the long comment, but she could relate and to reach out if you have any questions. So in the full video, we do read the T's and C's for the getting your money back, and quite a lot of hoops you have to jump through to get your money back. So yeah. So there's another comment saying, a hand in one's pocket while someone's hand is in your pocket, but that's capitalism and life. None of them sold you any trips, so those are poor agents, and obviously their only goal was trying to establish agents underneath them. You came in contact with the wrong agents. I mean, maybe I did, but that is literally all the agents that most people come in contact with. I've never been contacted about travel or seen somebody somewhere where I'd want to book travel through this. So, and the whole capitalism thing. This was another comment I liked, and I have actually replied to this one because I couldn't help myself. So she said, so what happens when the real estate broker earns commission from the real estate agent selling a home? Is that a pyramid scheme as well? Huh? Or quite a lot of replies, so I'm going to read it to you. And I just said, it's not the sales commission that's the issue. It's that the main source of income comes from recruiting, not the sales. If a real estate broker made his main, oh I've said his, that was really sexist, his main source of income from recruiting a team of real estate agents, then had to recruit their own team, and then they had to recruit their own team of real estate agents, and everyone was getting paid on commission, and the main source of income was from recruiting, not from selling homes, then yes, a pyramid scheme, although I don't know many real estate brokers who work like this. And then she said, like people have said before, people should do their research. My main source of income from the business is from booking travel. I do not recruit, nor do I push any referrals. I've made it to do so either. I'm about travel. I teach them to book travel. If they refer someone to the business, then great, that's extra. But researching, giving travel quotes and booking travel is what I do. That's the main focus. That is what many others do as well, but when you're on the outside looking in and assuming, I guess that's what it looks like. Or if there is someone whose focus is opening other franchises. And I think that is a big part of it, like when you're on the outside looking in, because the only contact you get with this MLM is people trying to recruit you, yeah, of course that's what it's going to look like. And like I've said quite a lot in this video, I'm sure there are reputable people who are selling travel, but I don't think you're the majority from my experience anyway. I think the majority of people are recruiting for their downline. And then someone's actually replied saying, I would love to see an interview including proof of income and full accounting of income and expenses with bank statements. I'm a bookkeeper and would be happy to help with this accounting. Also showing the majority of commission earned are from sales to people completely unaffiliated with the company. I think that would settle so much, just a thought. And it's a really fair comment, but I would never ask. Like, I love the idea of like being like someone to tell me what they actually earn, but the camera cut out, sorry. Yeah, I'd love the idea of someone being able to tell me what they actually earn from Inteletravel, but I wouldn't like if someone asked me how much I earn from my job and my YouTube and that kind of thing. So I mean, I'm not gonna ask them how much they actually earn from Inteletravel and show me proof with bank statements. If they're happy to tell me how much they earn, but we know we just have to take it with a pinch of salt, then like I'm happy, like I'd love to know, but I'm also like not gonna push anybody to tell me how much they earn.
I have decided that my job sucks. The economy's...
And then she's also sent me this little like cartoon pig. Is it a pig? Bear? I don't know what that is. Talking about why it's not a pyramid scheme. And then this was another comment that says, I'm a travel agent manager and this company make a mockery of what us agents do. They say on their posts 20 minutes training to be an expert, etc. I've been in this industry 15 years and even now I'm still learning new things every day. It's a disgrace, makes me so angry when I see these posts. Thanks for bringing this to people's attention. And yeah, I think like I mentioned before, like that is the reaction I've had from a lot of people who work as travel agent managers, because they see companies like this that's so a quick way into selling people travel, when this is something they've been like training and gone to school for and like working on for years, and to build their career. So I think, yeah, like she said, like it's probably hard to watch that. And then I've had a comment that says, how can you judge when you are not in either company? Your review is opinion based and a lot of incorrect information, but I get that you need likes and following. So I've just gone back to her and basically, so yeah, I guess a lot of my view is opinion based, but it's my opinions and this is a YouTube channel that I share my opinions on. So I think that's okay. Like I'm not, I don't think I superly bashed the company. I think everything, all the information I put on there was literally from Inteletravel's website or reputable sources. It wasn't like I was super bashing the company. It was all like accurate information, so I just went back and asked her which information was incorrect, just so I can get some information, more information on what like exactly she felt was incorrect about the video, because yeah, fair that some of it is opinion based, but people can inform their own opinions based on the information I've given in my video. And I would like to think that my video isn't, if you're thinking about joining Inteletravel or PlanNet, my video isn't the only source you're going to come to for that information. You're gonna like go to a lot of sources for your information. Mine just brought a lot of them together, but they were all from reputable sources. I literally didn't make anything up for that video, so it was all backed up by facts with links in the description. So I'd like to know what she thought was actually incorrect. And then I think she also sent me a video, but I don't know where it is, but she did send me a video as well. 2 days ago, I got a comment saying, if you are approached by a PlanNet rep and do not wish to join, you can always ask if you can book travel through the person, or just join the Inteletravel side and book your own travel. You do not have to do both. You can just become a client or a travel rep. The income disclosure statement is PlanNet and does not include any travel commissions, as we've discussed before. She said, thanks for your message. And this was like one of my questions I'd probably ask if I could get a few people on to interview. Do you think there's a reason that people push the PlanNet part of the business over booking travel? Okay, this is interesting. So her response is, I am sure it is because recruiting is much more profitable on the marketing side, but I love helping people to book travel. I don't take it personal as if they don't join. It's not for everyone. This is a really nice comment. Oh, I'm really happy I'm ending on this one. My services are free when vacations are booked through me. If someone does not want to join, it's okay. I'm still available to help book travel. That, Mum's cooking. That is at the core of what we are trained on in my leg of the organisation. It is an amazing vehicle to take people where they want to go that are willing to take the journey. But again, network marketing is not for everyone. Being a client is always an option for all of my prospects. And she says, I've been active in both businesses for 2 years and I love both. I do marketing, but not pushy when someone doesn't want to pursue the business aspect and wishes to only book travel. So yes, I think that's like a good comment to end on, because like reading through all these comments, it's really fair to say there are people within this company who are not just in it to recruit their downlines and earn money from that. There are clearly people who are also in this because they really truly want to work in travel and want to book travel for other people and earn money that way. But like the last woman just said, that is not the profitable side of the business. So you understand why people push the MLM side of the business. And for me personally, and yes, that's my opinion, I find the recruitment side of it very negative, and it's not something that happens in other industries. It is multi-level marketing specific, and it is factual knowledge that within multi-level marketing it is very, very hard to earn money. And I'm sure Inteletravel is also not an easy place to earn money. Like the woman in her first comment said, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And so yeah, I kind of just wanted to address some of the comments. I thought it was really interesting to read them. Like I said, I'm gonna head through all these comments, reply to everyone and see if they would like to be interviewed for another video. So that could be an upcoming video. Fingers crossed they want to chat to me. So yeah, subscribe to stay updated to see if that happens, and follow me on Instagram. It's ellensinwonderland, where I'll kind of shout about this stuff as well, so you'll get to know before the YouTube video comes out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I enjoyed reading the comments. It's just interesting to see someone else's opinion. Like I've always said, that is why I make videos. I want to see both sides of this. I didn't just want it to be me bashing a company, and I really hope it didn't come across in that way. I think for most people it didn't, but I know that this is some people's business, so they can be, you know, touchier and more defensive of it, and I totally understand that. I would be if someone was slating the company I worked for, of course. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.